everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
Okay, just to make sure I'm clear, you have not voted for NFL MVP yet, correct?
I have not. I always wait till the end.
I do the exact same thing, but let's just be honest here. Does he still have a shot? Here we are, Week 16.
Yeah.
He's in the race, but is he really there?
Yeah, I think he needs a little help. It's fringe. Don't you agree?
I agree. I think he needs a lot of help. People have to play poorly down the stretch around him in terms of the other people who are the candidates, and he needs to be absolutely beyond spectacular. I think it's going to be really, really tough. But you know something? Being his team MVP, that's not such a bad thing, is it?
No, and he has been great for this team, no doubt about that. 8 quarters to prove himself. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
And coming off the season, which saw him set career highs across the board, is tight end Zach Ertz, who's been around for a little while, but continues to improve in every facet. In fact, last year, he set the record for catches in a season by a tight end with 116, and he thinks that he can match that number or surpass it this season.
And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36. We'll look now at our starting defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now out comes Houston.
Here we go. 180!
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
Let's get it.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
Calvin Smith on the
2 times.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Houston.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins.
Landon Collins made the tackle.
Max 50. I hope you brought your look.
From the 24, Garoppolo. It's Kelsey on the grab. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I got to shoot this side. Shoot this side. We got three. We got three. Watch this.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Give him 30 yards there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
They'll try and run it in with Bell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. So they are holding down one of the final wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. There are others kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And imagine what the talk has been all week within their locker room. And it's really, let's rely on ourselves, because they could get help and still get to the playoffs.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get down.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Another nice game. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On second down now, Foreman And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. 16 carries, 60 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. A second down throw for Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Tyson Alualu. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Foreman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Texans, 1st down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Here we go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
50 seconds to mine. Check.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Here we go. 180!
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Garoppolo. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
Let's go, baby.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Single.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Here we go. Left 80!
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. He completes it to Tate. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Watch out.
This is Jennings. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Here we go.
The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom indeed. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
That's the way.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Black 15!
Mike's 50.
A gain of a yard.
Pick it up.
On play action, Rivers. He completes it to Boyd. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
White 90.
Go. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
That's a gain of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He gets this one to Boyd. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Watch your feet.
They're running it.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And Brate, the tight end's got it. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing, Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Right. Not hot.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A run by Bell on 1st down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. With it is Jackson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll run with Foreman, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 4. We got 4.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Bucs on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Caught here by Bell. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Rivers, that is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Boyd. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Rivers now from the 50. Ertz has it left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Rivers now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Matt Gay for the Buccaneers field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's the veteran Phillip Rivers who's up to his old tricks. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gott.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Pass interference. Defense.
So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Brings up second and 1.
On second down, it's Bell. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start. Offense.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Here we go.
56. Ready?
Now Bell. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd? And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Phillip Rivers, he is the focal point of our players' spotlight now. And he's been pretty good, and we see some of his good play, but I guess maybe he needs to be a little bit better right now. They're down.
He does look good in the spotlight, though, doesn't he? He does look good in the highlights, but that's not what truly matters. And right now, as a team, they've got to figure out what it's going to take to get back into the lead. He has to continue to play well, has to keep rallying the offense. The defense has got to pick things up a little bit. And I don't think there's much animosity between the two sides. On the really good teams, both take accountability and try and figure out how they can do more to get their team on top.
Well, he's doing his part. He's been good. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers caught by the tight end Ertz. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Foreman. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run again with Foreman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Rivers, he had a minimal gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Again, it's Bell. A tough running, but not a ton to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A screen to Bell. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Obviously, the minimum goal of any fake is to get a first down. I think, truthfully, when you're going for a fake, you're going for the big shot. You're going for the big play. But in this case, they got more than a first down, and now they're really set up.
Yeah, they got a big play out of it. You're right. Now they're knocking on the door. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 25-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Stay there. Stay there. Round 80.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Behind.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, he'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this isn't what they want to see. Rivers, their captain, still down. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 43.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Harrison Smith on the tackle.
Let's go one more.
A gain of 7.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This is Jennings. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Jennings lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it.
Every time.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it to Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cameron Brate with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Gay is on for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
It's got some fun when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. And Jennings has it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Back 80!
1st down, Texans.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They were looking Jennings' way again, but it's going to be 2nd down. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack.
Here we go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Play action, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
From the gun, Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's back to throw.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Back to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Jackson Rolling to his right. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
Well, we saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down and attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Jackson looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They were looking Jennings' way again. And it's 2nd down. Garoppolo completes it to Jennings. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down.
Here's Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
This is Jennings. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
56. Check 56.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Goes underneath for Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Bucs, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.